Hello again. I hope you're having an excellent Onpassive day. I know that I am. I'm out here at the farm and it's been raining. We had some thunderstorms last night, but man, I'm loving it because things are just getting better and better and bigger, and we're about to see branding at its best. There's going to be another phenomenal Burj Khalifa projection tomorrow, Friday, March 3rd. It's going to be at 11:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we can catch that live stream through our OnPassive YouTube channel. If anybody needs that, I'll put that down in the description box below. Now, the light show is to be followed by an OConnect International Conference. Again, this is going to be at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I believe that we're going to go through some more of the features and have some more of the folks on the panel for discussion and feedback. I know that Mr. Mufareh has said, more than once that he wants to get different faces up there, share different perspectives, that sort of thing. So last week, we saw how easy OConnect's scalability was working by going over 35,000 attendees. I mean, it was there wasn't any burps at all, right? So focusing on its features, its functionality and ease of use by the user, and of course scalability is going to ensure that OConnect is the best web conferencing uh, application on the market on the planet. So the link and the password is going to be posted via the pop-up in OFounders and or perhaps the updates or webinar section as well. So remember to keep on the lookout for that. Now, a little bit about OConnect. Right now, we're having the engine pretty much done, right? There's not a lot left to do, but perhaps some polishing up and such. Now, additionally, uh, each time we scale it up, like Mr. Mufareh has been doing the last couple of times, it also has to be stabilized at that level to prepare for the next jump, so to speak. And as you can see here, OConnect has got a full complement of great features, some of which we've not seen yet. And some of these are above market, as well as some of them just being flat out high powered features, like the real time text to speech, excuse me. And later on, we're also going to see not only text to speech, but you're going to have that speech right back to text, and then they're going to have an avatar, so you're going to have that spoken right back to you from one language right straight into another language or whatever the local language is. So that's pretty high powered, and that's an auto language translation feature that's wow, that's going to be really cool. But that's not even half of it. Ash also talked a little about how OConnect has reusable tech, saying that it's the great thing about our ecosystem. That there's lots of reusable tech in the ecosystem. As a matter of fact, he had said that several of our apps are only waiting for the integration of OConnect for them to be complete. So life is going to be pretty good for us, I think. Um, I said it last week, but it kind of bears repeating, saying it again that OConnect's quality is unsurpassed. That it's got no plugins. There's no apps to download. It's all kind of on the fly, as Ash says. And I believe that means that the programs can change while the software is still running. So that's kind of cool too. And aside from the features and scalability, the next phase for that is in completing the implementation of AI. And when that's all said and done, it's going to have some serious above market value, as does all non-passive products. It's going to be better than Skype or Zoom or anything Microsoft has got to offer, right? It's going to have value, lots of value in terms of the pricing, the features, functionality, all that stuff, right? It's going to be the first paid product that OnPassive makes to the public or available to the public too. So now the second paid application is slated to be OTracker. Now, I said this last week too that some folks see O Tracker, which is on Passive's location awareness IP tracker module, as a minimalistic product, right? Just a small, oh, by the way, product, but it's not. Man, don't sell it short because, like everything else, it's on passive class, right? It has things like predictive analysis, heat maps, geofencing, and geolocation. It can identify click frauds, which is really kind of cool. Um, its features can also allow the user to generate reports for demographics and statistics and even conversion ratios and a lot more. And there's a slide, or should be a slide right here that you can see a bunch of more stuff. It is incredibly sophisticated with a lot of time and tech going into it. So I can say with the utmost confidence that as a web analytics service, it's gonna outperform the Google Analytics right out of the gate. That is my whole opinion right there. I think it's just a phenomenal little program, and I like it. But OConnect and OTracker, like everything else does, is going to be starting from the top. And that is a main theme within us, as well as not having limits. So keep in mind that there are great moving parts. And by that, I mean that the integration of these products, especially OConnect, takes some pretty high level tech work. I'm just saying, all right? Keep in mind, though, that we're never going to stop growing. We're never going to stop expanding. And all the technology timelines, they're going towards a convergence um, for the metaverse. I mean, that's where everything is going, right? And we're going to continue to be a key player, especially in AI. And that's why Mr. Mufareh says, hey, we're the hunted, right? Not the hunter. We've got top tech firms, we've got heads of government, we got regulatory people. They're all looking for us, and they are wanting to hook up with us in a sense. So on passive is where you want to be right now and going forward, and it's going to impact rather every aspect of our life, just like technology. Man, I'm really having a time here. Just like technology already does, and on passive is technology and more. And we're not the same company that we were, when we maybe joined 4, 3, even 2 years ago. So, we've had to make a lot of changes, a whole boatload of them for various reasons, and some of them were simply because of bureaucracy. Some of them were, regulatory hoops we had to jump through, and then again, we had some internal things going on too that caused a lot of changes. So we've had to shift to stay ahead of the global economic changes, and and if you can see clear change with us, then you're going to be privileged to be a part of history as we become the greatest company on the planet with the greatest positive impact on humanity, um, greater than any other company in history. So it's coming, and it's a whole lot bigger, and it's a whole lot more sustainable than you'd probably think right now. And just understand that as we're moving forward, we don't just think, weeks or months ahead. As a matter of fact, last week, Ash even said that one of our most recent agreements is looking ahead 5 decades. I mean, 50 years. So we're going to be around for a very long, long time. That's why we keep saying that we're going to be impactful, and you're going to have to, or you're going to have this too be a legacy for your kids, right? We're not just leaders in AI either. I mean, we've gone a long way beyond digital marketing, and we're doing a lot more. We're inventing a lot more. So make no mistake, Onpassive is going to be changing everything. And I'm looking forward to a lot of magic that's going to start happening here in the next few weeks. Now, as a reminder for all the brand ambassadors, the YouTubing people, or those that are creating other media, please make whatever you put up on those medias, make it your own, right? Own them by creating some original content. Don't just copy things put out by the old media department. I am trying to do that myself and try to be cognizant of that, not to just copy things and put it up, but be yourself and show yourself in the content that you create. And I think very confidently that you're going to reap some really good benefits from it. And now, in the meantime, probably within the next week or so, we'll start integrating OConnect into the ecosystem. Until then, keep an eye out for tomorrow's YouTube link and the OConnect projection of the Burj Khalifa there in Dubai, right? The UAE, and the link to the new top O Connect conference in O Founders. That's going to be there for you, so keep an eye out for that. Um, One last thing. Tomorrow morning at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, right? This is before we get going with the Burj Khalifa and with O Connect. Dr. Bill Williams, our very own, is going to be the key speaker for a global dedicated on Passivians webinar with engineer Sushanta Biswas. Now, the topic for that is on passive is coming in viral. And you know what? That's going to be an explosive topic. We're going to be excited about it, and there's going to be a lot of things happening. I know that great leaders, Deb McCormick, Gina Leva, Lorado Shader, Engineer Mike, they're going to be there. I'm going to be there. I would expect many others like Dr. Benny, Dr. Patience, Dr. Derek, a lot of doctors, Dr. Derek, and so many more. There's also other advisors and stuff that Sushanta has with him that are regulars. So if you can attend that, please do. It's going to be a good time. It'll open you up to understanding how this whole thing is really rolling out. And as Mr. Mufareh has said before, it really is going to be a viral episode once it once it gets out there and it goes live. So thank you so very much. I appreciate you listening to this. I hope that your day closes up as an excellent on-passive day and that all things are good in your life. And just keep in mind, we just want blessing and blessing for you and for all of yours. So take care and thank you so much.